We simply cannot allow another generation of talent to be wasted and disengaged. We cannot allow our best minority executives to continually be exported to other parts of the world because their progression is perceived to be blocked. The government also needs to provide the resources and authority, otherwise it will be a bit like buying Lionel Messi and asking him not to play football, but to conduct the band at half-time. We look forward to seeing the Charter and the promise that that consultation might bring. We want to make sure that the people in this room use their influence to ensure that it's not another wish list. If the Charter and the public sector strategies do more than just provide targets, then it would be useful for everybody here to not only get behind it, but to help their organisations understand and translate that into real workable actions. As our chair, Trevor Phillips, who can't be with us this evening, said on the telly today, there's a huge difference between wanting to do something and actually being able to deliver, and that difference is constantly ignored in our larger institutions. If we're serious, we'll put some proper money behind it. In conclusion, I feel that diversity, confidence as a leadership competence, inclusive leadership as a selection criteria for your future leaders, and transparency is terribly important. But there's an elephant in the room. And that elephant is many of our organisational leaders are unwilling or in a position where they would be seen as weak to exist that racist practices may still exist in their organisations, just as it does in society. Of course, this is in many cases manifested or morphed into a different type of microaggression or career bias, but for us to bring back the attention and trust of many of the people outside this room who look at this room and go, well, what do those people mean to us anymore? We really do have to get back to a situation where, whether it's through Black History Month or education in schools or role models becoming more prevalent in society, we're not reducing this struggle down to 3 days at Black History Month and a church in biryani. So it's a great pleasure for Green Park to have a small part in celebrating this list. Many of the people in this room have been role models and people who I've looked up to for a very long time. I'd like to thank the speaker, to thank my senior team, and most of all to thank the people on this list and the people behind it. But thank you, because what you do is actually noticed and valued by tens of thousands of people that you'll never meet. And it's those people who I hope we can bring a little bit more inspiration to in the future.